Hello, minasan, Hikidachi desu, and welcome to another. I forgot to change the fucking poster for the movie. Sorry. And welcome to another Watchalong. Today we're watching. Now it's too big. Oh no, it's too big. We're watching Catering Christmas. I hope you guys enjoy. The last Christmas movie we watched just like a few minutes ago was really good, so I don't want to put my expectations into Catering Christmas. I love catering. It's a fun thing to do. It's a nice job, very rewarding too, very stressful, but it's mostly for good causes. I think this is gonna be a good movie, so let's just begin the movie. As usual, this is a watch along, so if you want to watch along, you can pause now. If not, you can just watch me talk nonsense. And the movie begins. We have the jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. And someone making cookies. An HP Catering Christmas production. Molly's Menu Magic. Someone has some sandwiches, I think. And it's delivering them. Obviously, catering. Oh no, they are not choosing her catering. So she's in a catering competition with some brothers? I can already tell that the actors on this movie are not as good as the other ones, but I will cut them some slack. The Bradford Bros menus. Hopefully they don't make the Catering Bros like antagonistic for no reason whatsoever, that they are like standing on her way. The Bradford Bros. So it's the sisters catering against brothers catering, and women are gonna win because of course. So far, no dead parents and no romance interest, but it's only like 5 seconds into the movie. That's a terrible. Like, I don't even know what that is. It's like a cake in the shape of a Christmas tree, but it doesn't look delicious. Okay, this is the big brother. And this woman invested every penny she has in the catering company. And this woman also has an ex-husband, so that's another movie trope. It's Christmas about mothers and divorce. The 3 C's of a healthy relationship: communication, commitment, and compromise. And we have the really handsome guy, which I guess it's gonna be the love interest. And he has a lot of money, because of course that's what makes men attractive. And this guy likes to take photographies, which conveniently goes with making food, because you can take photos of food. Hello, Moni Merced. Thank you for coming to the stream. How are you doing? I know it's been like 5 minutes, but... And this guy doesn't know how to cook, which is convenient because the woman knows how to cook. And this guy has a foundation, which, you know, foundations have Christmas dinners that needs catering, so everything is coming together. This guy is so rich, he has his own butler. Sorry about that, I'm still kind of choking for a moment ago. Hello, Alts, thank you for coming to the stream. How are you doing? Yeah, I feel like this movie is gonna suffer in comparison to the Christmas night movie, because the other one was so good that anything I watch after, it's not gonna be as good. But I already compromised to watch this movie, so I'm gonna do it. I'm a man of my word. Unless something really big comes, I don't cancel my streams. And you can be as fashionably late as you want, as long as you come. That's the only thing that matters. You are years early than the people that have never watched my streams, if you think about that. This is Molly's Menu Magic. The Harrison Foundation? This movie, which is called Catering Christmas, it's about catering for Christmas. If you don't know what catering is, it's food services, right? They prepare the food and take it to your event and like serve it there. So this woman is doing interviews for the catering service for the foundation because she wants magical cuisine. And there is this woman that is the main protagonist of the movie. She has her own catering service company, and she's fighting with the I don't know what brothers, which they have another catering company. And I guess this is like the big contract that can make her a lot of money. That's the biggest event of the year. And they have a senior citizen event on Christmas. They have a friend that can help with cooking because they have like too many events at the same time. Ba-bam, 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 Christmas magic music. This guy's like Bruce Wayne levels of rich. Well, maybe not that much. Oh, it's not a butler, it's a state manager. Which is like a glorified master butler, I guess. That's the most decorated house I have seen. Really fancy. They have to prepare a 3-course holiday meal in the kitchen. I have the feeling the sous chef they found, it's not gonna appear. Oh, he appeared. And it's another handsome guy. Wait, no, this is the previous handsome guy, never mind. Oh, she confused the son of the owner for the sous chef, and it's gonna use him to make the food, and that's how they're gonna meet. Oh, that's kind of cool. Pistachio cranberry fudge brownie? And this guy is just gonna roll with it? I guess when you're rich, you don't care about anything. And this guy doesn't know how to cut celery. And she doesn't want to hire any catering company that she doesn't trust. And this woman is kind of trash talking his mother because she doesn't know. Oh, she discovered he's not the sous chef. Oh, it's the aunt, not the mother, okay. It seems like this guy is not very fancy. For a fancy family. The food looks really delicious though. I don't like that kind of fancy food because it looks kind of ridiculous. It's just like a turkey leg sitting on like mashed potatoes with a bunch of decorations. That, yeah, it looks really fancy, but I just like food to look scrumptious. Is that champagne vinegar? She didn't like that. Oh. It's one of those women that like to tell you how to do your job. I hate that kind of people, you know? Like, yeah, it is really good, but you should use this and this and this and this. Like, if you know how to cook, why don't you cook it yourself, right? What's the point of, like, hiring someone and then complaining about everything they do and you tell them to change everything? Is that a brownie? Let's give the brownie a try. She didn't like the brownie? Oh, this is very good. Okay, she liked the brownie. But it doesn't compare to my grandfather's Christmas walnut fudge. Unfortunately, the recipe was never written down, and despite many attempts, no one has ever managed to recreate it. Sounds fake, but okay. I don't like this old rich woman. Kinda disrespectful to the people she wants to hire. Yeah, this movie, it's not bad. And I don't know if it's because I'm like subconsciously comparing it to the Night movie, but it's kind of boring. Maybe watching movies back to back is not a good idea. Look, I didn't have the time to watch them like far apart, but now the Bradford Bros Catering is here. I feel like Carson, the younger member of the family, it's gonna help her get the contract. The nephew, right? Now, for a movie called Catering Christmas, there's not a lot of food on screen, which is kind of disappointing because that's some of the things I was expecting from this movie. The same thing happened with the Christmas at the Golden Dragon. Like, if you're gonna make a Christmas food-centric movie, food is a really important part of Christmas, so I think it should be more on camera. But they are making a really cute Christmas cake, like Santa cake. What if everyone is cake? Do you guys think she's gonna get the contract or not? I feel like not, because she has to like work for it after. They were both professional about the caterers. The food was fresh and delicious. The plating and presentation were both excellent. But she likes the Bradford Bros. Why? She's only choosing them because they've been longer on the business, but I think that's a really stupid reason to... Yeah, this guy is vouching for Molly. Experience doesn't always equal energy and enthusiasm. Yeah, I do agree with that. Man, this guy, for being like the dumb character, he's giving good arguments, and he won the decision. Ah, this guy's taking over the planning of the dinner. This woman is tired of making this every year. I mean, she's really old, so it makes sense. Maybe this movie is not boring, but it's like a slow burn. Like maybe it becomes better. I mean, still much better than A Bad Mom's Christmas or whatever the name of that movie was. This guy from the other Catering bros, it's so pretentious. What about game deving during Christmas? I don't think that kind of movies will work, because like game deving, Vtubing, it's usually a very lonely endeavor, right? Although I'm sure someone will make like a Vtubing movie, Christmas movie. Well, that's a female Vtuber that falls in love with a viewer or something like that. It will be very stupid. What about a 2D waifu Christmas of a lonely guy that falls in love with a 2D character in Christmas, but then she becomes real through the magic of Christmas? Like Santa asking you, what do you want for Christmas? And you say like, I want my waifu to become real. And then she does. That will be nice. I will watch that movie. I will make that movie. This the season to be jolly. I've been waiting for the longest time for the new Grand Blue Fantasy units. We didn't got a lot of Christmas units this year, which is a shame because of the stupid collab they did. Oh, now that he has to take care of the menu, they are gonna spend a lot of time together, right? Prime rib, chicken, and fish. That's a lot of food. This guy doesn't even remember the galas because he's just taking the pictures. He's like the family photographer. Doggy, I'm watching the movie. I'm streaming. In contrast to the night, this guy is really stupid. Like, is this? I think this is what you guys will call a himbo, probably. I don't think I know what a himbo is, but he kind of strikes me as one. The food brings people together. Yeah, that's kind of true. Himbo, dumb, attractive guy. He is a himbo then. If you like himbos, you should watch this movie. The Himbo Before Christmas. That will be a better name for this movie. The Himbo Before Christmas. This decision to be a himbo. What do you want, doggy? Just wait for me exactly 60 minutes, okay? Yeah. How many people are you expecting for the party? A lot. What is your budget? A lot. We are rich and we bring a lot of people to the party. Don't you guys hate rich people? They don't even care about anything. This decision to eat the rich. Yeah, everyone wants to be rich. I just want to be able to afford the things I need. I personally think being rich is like not that important. Like having all the luxury, it's not necessary. Just like you're able to afford what you need. What else would you need, right? I guess that doesn't make much sense when I say it like that, but like if you only care about the things you actually need and some small luxuries, you really don't need like a big house and a like fancy car and stuff like that. If you're rich, you can afford the things you need. No, you can afford the things you want. Like rich is having a lot of money, right? But being wealthy, I think it's what you need to afford things. I think a significant portion of current rich people should go through the process of not being alive. I do agree with that. But you know, I like to give people a chance, right? So we should give them the chance. Like, you either give 99% of your money, or you get the gun. That would be an amazing idea, right? Like, we take as much as we need from you, or you cannot, or like, you're not gonna use the money anymore, but you get to choose to leave or not. I'm an understanding fellow. I should be president of the United States. Like, oops, you're winning too much money. You're taking too much money from the working class. Here comes the gun. You get to give the money back, so the gun doesn't reach you. I think it's a fair thing to do. Moriko-sama 2020. I cannot even get 1,000 subscribers. Do you think I will get like a boat? I don't think I will get a single boat. Doogie, I love you, but I'm watching the movie, please. They need a new vegetarian option for the new board member. You cannot vote. You're not a legal citizen of the United States. Will you move to the United States just to vote for me? That would make a lot of sense. In spirit. Okay, apparently the Christmas walnut fudge, it's like a central point of this story, so I'm guessing they are gonna find out the recipe, or they're gonna like reverse engineer it, and they are gonna nail it because she's a really good cook. And the old lady is gonna retire because she's old. I will not touch your country with 1,000 miles. Hey, that's disrespectful, but given current situation, understandable. But I would like to use the 1,000 miles pole to pole vault outside of here if possible. Doggy, I don't know what you need, but I cannot give it to you right now. Do you want to go to the bathroom? I think she wants to go to the bathroom. I'm gonna have to pause the movie a little bit. I know it's a little bit inconvenient, but I'll be back in like a minute or two. Don't go anywhere, and if you want to chat about something, chat about something. I'm back. Sorry about that. Let's watch the movie. And these guys are being really cutesy. Not as cute as the knight and the other woman, but they are trying their best. President is a mess in here right now. Vote me out 2024. Maybe you still have a chance of winning. Okay, she tried the fudge, but it's not the same fudge, so it failed. And this woman is trying to nail the fudge, which I'm guessing it's gonna do by the end of the movie. Holiday oatmeal bars. What if I go both? And are you of legal age to vote to begin with? Aren't you like in middle school or something? And I write Moriko-sama on the ballot. But you have to write Hikigami Moriko channel and then the entire URL to my channel and then subscribe, right? I absolutely love, not related to the movie, when people make cute Christmas art. It's the best. For some reason my dogs are fighting each other. Technically speaking, your name will have to go into the database. And I will be forever... what are you guys doing? Stop making noise. I will forever be in the political history of Romania, right? By the way, what a cliche name that is. Molly's Magic Menu. It's like the 3M. Do you think there's a movie? You know what? I had the movies ready for next week already. But I think I'm gonna try to look for some Japanese Christmas movies. That will be different. And I know Japan doesn't really celebrate Christmas the way we do, so I think it will be something really different to watch. And I'm not talking about anime, I'm talking like an actual Christmas movie. I'm gonna give myself the task of searching for a really good looking Christmas Japanese movie. Because I have seen Japanese shows, like live action shows that have Christmas episodes. And I actually love them. One of my favorite like Japanese drama Christmas episodes is from the Good Morning Call show. Which is like Christmas episodes is mostly about decorating, going on a date, because that's something really interesting about like Japanese Christmas. And I know I'm derailing from the movie. I'm still watching the movie. Don't worry about it. I can do the two things at the same time. I can talk about something else and I can watch the movie. And I'm also browsing pictures on my phone at the same time. And I'm talking to you too. The Japanese Christmas, it's more about romance and dating and being with your girlfriend, being with your husband, than being with family and going to giant parties. So it's a really different concept of Christmas that I pretty much prefer to the like family-oriented big parties Christmas of like America, I guess. I don't know what other countries celebrate Christmas, to be honest. I think so far, except for Triangle, I've only watched along the Japanese movies. Did we watch Japanese movies? Those were Indonesian movies. Yeah, it's okay if you guys cannot watch along. I understand it's really hard to like get a time and unintentionally racist. Okay, it's okay. I know getting everyone on the same page to watch a movie at the same time, it's really hard. That's why I don't have friends. It's really hard to get people together to do one single activity, especially with me, that I have a really specific schedule. Doggy, you already went to the bathroom. Shut up. But the other thing is, I can tell most Asian people apart. Cancel me. Forget about people. It's a different language, man. Come on, you can do it. They have different customs and stuff like that. Come here. Come on, be here. Shut up. But yeah, I guess unless you really spend a lot of time. Like, I do spend a lot of time with Japanese media and Korean media, and I really don't like Chinese media, so I recognize Chinese because it's always the things I don't like. And I did follow some Indonesian Vtubers, so I'm kind of familiar with Indonesian stuff. But like outside from that, I'm not very familiar with other Asian stuff. I can tell most Asian languages apart. Cancel me. Look, if you really cannot understand any of the language, it's Chinese. If it has a bunch of circles, it's Korean. And it has a bunch of like fixed strokes, it's Japanese. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's how I differentiate them. Also, Japanese borrows, as well as Korean, borrow from Chinese sometimes, so it's a little bit confusing, especially with kanji. Uh, but yeah, I think I will give myself the chance to watch more Japanese movies. Honestly, I had this phase when I was younger, when I was like 18, I would like to say. I just started watching a bunch of Japanese live action movies, like a lot, like Kamen Rider, a bunch of romance movies, a lot of like old movies. I watched about 200 Japanese movies, live action movies, in the span of like when I was 18 to when I was 21. But then I started to get into other stuff and I didn't have as much free time as I used to. And I stopped watching those movies. I kind of want to go back because I really enjoy Japanese media. You have no idea how much I would like to properly understand Japanese. I can more or less understand like spoken Japanese. Some words I can read, some words I can write. But my Japanese is like 20% at best, right? And I would love to actually get to learn the language properly. So I will watch all the media, how it's intended to be seen. And of course, I have the same otaku dream that everyone has, that it's like moving to Japan and living there and blah blah blah, right? But let's say we're just gonna be watching more Japanese media on the channel, but also Korean and Indonesian too, right? I want to give like a good variety of content because I think like people usually just watch like American movies and some European movies, but like all the other countries also make movies, right? Like you don't know a movie making like Venezuela, I don't know if they make movies, to be honest. Like Mexico probably makes movies. I'm pretty sure that they make the soap operas, right? Like novellas. I'm sure other countries make movies. Like Russia probably makes a lot of movies too, but it's like just propaganda, right? And I would like to experience a little bit of the world. I'm not really one for traveling and like traveling to different places of the world and meeting different people, but I can sure enjoy different media from different countries, right? I would love to see a movie from Romania if possible, from the Baltics area. I don't know. I really don't know anything about that area, so it will be interesting. Chinese has more lines, Korean is more straight and proper. That's how I tend to guess them. No, Korean has a bunch of circles. That's how you get Korean. The thought of starting learning Japanese crossed my mind today, but I will be too much for my small brain. You can take it a little bit at a time. I mean, the Japanese, I know it's been like years of like slowly knowing the words and the meanings. But for example, I think I can fare pretty well with Japanese words and like understand messages and like social media and stuff. But recently, I encountered that there's a bunch of like Gen Z Japanese teenagers on the internet, and they speak slang, and you have no idea how hard it is to understand Japanese Gen Z slang. It's like the biggest brain rot of them all because they use like 4 words that mean like 100 different things with just those 4 words, and I cannot. Also, you don't like anime? No, also is not a weeb. It's a chat probably. And if you care about the movie, this guy is just taking a bunch of pictures with a really weird camera. That it's like a square. I don't know if that's a thing that exists. And they are just like dropping food on other people's houses because that's what catering is. And this guy is just giving a bunch of money because he's rich, so he can afford to give people hundreds and hundreds of dollars for free. I learned a lot of English by consuming English media basically all my life, so I will probably have to become a weeb. Nope, I'm stuck in a liminal space between normie and weeb. Yeah, I think the best way to learn a language is not by books or Duolingo, it's by actually just diving into the media, right? Japanese is a little bit more complicated because it has like a different alphabet and stuff like that, but still a good idea to dive into that. Actually, I have a lot better time learning Japanese when I gave up on actually trying to learn to write it and read it. And now I just listen to Japanese and I can understand Japanese language more or less by just listening to it. And yeah, I cannot read subtitles, I cannot read like the buttons on games, but I can just watch anime more or less just fine without subtitles now, and that's what I wanted to do, so. By the way, this movie, it's like a lot of things are happening, but nothing is too consequential, so I just feel like I'm watching like a 12-episode series about this, but in a like comprised of a short time. And this woman is still heartbroken because of her ex, which was more or less the same of the other movie. This woman just called this nice guy a trust fund baby. But he's been working really hard as a photographer, right? So I don't think he's exactly a trust fund baby. I mean, he has the money, but it's not like he likes to have the money. He's just been working by himself. I wouldn't exactly call him a trust fund baby. And this woman, it's still working hard to get the fudge recipe. I want to get the fudge recipe. It is not. It is. It's delicious, but it's not the grandfather's recipe. Some bad news? Again, I feel like they are not spending enough time with the food. They are not showing enough food on camera for a movie called Catering Christmas. And this woman is changing the menu. Candy cane, candy cane. Okay, she's making a lot of changes, which is costing a lot of time and money. Wait, what's wrong? Are you okay? What do you want? We already went to the bathroom. Just give me 39 more minutes. Okay? But I've been wondering, why is the granny still rejecting the food if this guy is supposed to be in charge, right? Yeah, this is maybe not the most interesting movie, but the biggest scene I think is just a little bit boring. So I will put this like in the middle of all the movies, like a 5 out of 10, because it's exactly on the middle. It's not a terrible movie, but it's nothing. It's like if you blend all the Christmas movies into one, you probably get this one. I think the best one for now, it is The Night Before Christmas, followed by what is the other Christmas movie I enjoyed last week? I'm sorry, I've been watching so many movies outside of a stream too. They just kind of mix. Oh, the Christmas is the Golden Dragon. Oh, The Signing Christmas. Yeah, I will put The Night Before Christmas, number 1. Number 2, Designing Christmas. Number 3, I guess this one probably. Shut up. Shut up. I'm trying to watch a movie here, baby. Watch a movie and you're just annoying doggy, okay? How about you don't be an annoying doggy for 40 minutes? 37 minutes even. 37 and 36 seconds even. How about that, huh? Do you wanna come here with daddy? Come here. I'll be back in like a second. It is one of the movies of all time. Yeah, that's right. I'm back. I left the movie running, but don't worry about it. It's just a meaningless conversation about food. And one of the little kids is making cookies. I've been decorating cookies since I was a little kid. Dude, you're like 5, like 8. You're still a little kid. The only thing I like of this movie is that this guy doesn't really like being rich. Like, he doesn't like what comes with being rich, and when people say like, oh, you're from that rich family, that's amazing, thank you so much. And the guy's like, I didn't do anything, that was my family, and just a photograph, right? That's kind of cool. It's a good change of like character for this kind of movie. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, this movie is really generic, but I don't think that's necessarily a sin. I've been skiing for 10 years, and how about you? 6? That would be impressive. But I think that's possible because an entire day of training, it's 8 hours. So if you do 16 hours every day, you're training twice as much as the normal person. So you could say you've been doing it for twice the amount of time in half the amount of time. So you could be like 10 years of skiing at age 10 by doing double the job, the work. That will be double. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I've been thinking about what to do for the Christmas stream. I'm probably end up doing like some tier list or something. And then I've been thinking about doing like Christmas song karaoke. It would be fun. But then again, I don't like to do a lot of karaoke, so I don't know. Maybe only for special occasions, but then again, isn't Christmas a special occasion? I could play like a Christmas game or something. And they don't have stuff to give for the silent action. But if they don't have the silent action, they aren't gonna make money to give to people, right? And the old woman, it's really stressed right now, so she's probably gonna have like a heart attack or something. Hopefully she doesn't die. I don't know anymore with these Christmas movies. It takes 10k hours to master a skill, and well, let's just say I've been social for a total of 6 hours my whole life. It takes 10k hours. 10k hours, right? That's a lot of time to master a skill. Who decided that? Is that like a study or something? Because if you invest 8 hours a day on a skill, which is unrealistic to begin with, it will take you 1,250 days to master a skill, right? So it takes you about 4 years to master a skill. I guess that's why, like, university courses, like bachelor's degrees, are 4 years. Probably it takes you 4 years to master a skill. Practicing 8 hours a day. Well, no wonder why I never mastered anything. I don't think I have spent that much time into anything. Well, I'm a master at being a hikikomori. I have done that for many years and hours. Hashire sori yo, pa pa ra pa pa pa. Oh, they are giving away small prizes for the auction. Then why am I not the best drawer in history? You mean like artist? Or like a clothes drawer? Maybe you... I don't want this to be like, I don't want you guys to misunderstand what I'm about to say, but like, maybe if you spend that many hours into a skill, maybe you master the maximum of your abilities for that skill, right? And it's not like it's a ceiling, right? Like you can spend 10k hours and maybe you still have like a bunch to learn, because like maybe it's 10 hours for the basics of drawing, and maybe you have to spend another like 10,000 hours into your own style, and maybe another 10,000 hours into the medium you're using, and maybe 10,000 hours to like update yourself in the new technology and like techniques and everything. So it's very relative, right? Manimi Senpai is the most awesome socks drawer, yeah. How many socks can you fit to be an awesome socks drawer, right? Inside of you. That sounds kind of weird. Forget I say anything. Anyway, you know what I'm gonna do when I go to get groceries later today? I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get all the Christmas food I never get, and I'm gonna spend a bunch of money I don't have, and I'm gonna have a nice Christmas by myself with a bunch of food, and I will worry about paying for it next year. How about that? Sounds like a great plan, right? I'm gonna leave it to future Moriko to solve the problem. Awesome sauce. You know what? Go for it. Hell yeah. Yeah, let's go. Wimal, I may as well be dead by next year. Who knows? It's not gonna be a lot. Just like, you know, like gingerbread cookies and stuff like that. I never get. Maybe not this week. Maybe next week, because next week it's Christmas, right? We're gonna get like cookies, like chips, drinks, stuff like that. The thing with me is like I really cannot have snacks on stock. Like if I get cookies or I get like chips or I get like soda or stuff like that, and I put it on my pantry, I'm just gonna go and eat it like in the next couple of days. Next week, yeah. So for example, I got this like box of cookies like last week, right? And it's like 2 packets of like variety cookies. And I was like, I'm gonna eat 1 packet this week and I'm gonna eat 1 pack next week, right? And then just today, I opened the second pack and it's gonna be over by the end of the week. So I'm not gonna have cookies next week until I get more cookies. And what do you want from me? I just like to eat snacks more than I like to eat actual food. Very nutritious, I know. You're stronger than me. Those cookies will be gone in the next second after opening the pack. Well, yeah, I have to save some cookies for the other days. Otherwise, I'm gonna just like lay on the floor and die. And that's because I'm not a big fan of cookies. If it was chips, they will be gone like that same second. I could and I have eaten like entire bags of like chips, one after another, and then I die. From what I can see on like Blue Sky, a lot of people are happy about the Okami 2 announcement, same as I am. But I feel like a lot of them don't even play Okami and they just want to be part of the moment. It's what we call posers. Oh, this guy is actioning his photographs, right? And they're also selling artwork from the community center children. I stress eat without the stress. I will unconsciously devour an entire bag of chips. Maybe you have like internalized stress or some made up word, probably. And this guy saved Christmas. Woo! This movie is very much for rich people disconnected from reality because just everything is just working out on its own completely, one after another. And this guy will have to go to photograph someone on Berlin. Which, again, I don't want to be racist, but this looks like one of the Chinese actors in the Golden Dragon movie. But I'm probably wrong because they just look like fancy businesswoman. But it has happened to me before that like, maybe I'm being racist, and I check out and it is the same actress. By the way, how do you guys get like followers on Blue Sky? Because I cannot. I have like 15. I have like 15. And I even done those stupid like networking posting stuff that I hate to do. I even did that. It doesn't work. You know, right now it's a great time to like drink some Baileys, right? Should get some of that for Christmas too. I don't want to promote alcoholism, but I don't think Baileys count as alcohol, right? It's just Irish cream. It's like cream, cocoa, and whiskey, right? Which is my favorite drink of all time. Apparently, you can get a whole bunch of them if you get added in starter packs, but you will have to be cool and awesome for that up. Oh, that's pretty much impossible for me. 70% alcohol into Baileys? Well, that's not a lot. Anything under 80, it's barely a problem. Yeah, I think I will get some Baileys to drink. It's a sweet drink anyway. Not to say that you aren't, but you need mentally sound people to think that that's not gonna happen. I think starter packs, especially the biggest one, are terrible ideas because you end up following a bunch of people that you don't really care about because of one topic or whatever. And then the people that follow you don't really care about you as an individual, just like a part of the pack. But what do I know? I suck at this, right? I'm pretty sure if you do exactly the reverse thing of what I'm telling you to do, you're gonna have a lot of success in life. But you're gonna be a terrible person. Joy to the world, but in violent, because this is rich people we are talking about. Oh, it seems the Asian person is trying to date this guy too. If Harrison Ford made a foundation, it would be called the Harrison Fordation. I'm sorry. Now this guy is giving an inspirational talk about how he's changing the life of everyone through photograph and stuff like that. Yeah, this guy doesn't want to be rich. Okay, that was a nice speech. Gotta serve the food. Hopefully everything goes well with the food too. I feel we have more. Oh, they have Christmas logs in there. Yeah, delicious. Finally, some good food in this. I could probably beg my way into one for indie RPG Maker devs, but that will require me to talk to people, which is horrible. Why the fuck will I do that? I know, right? Understandable. Don't worry about it. As soon as I get the hold of like 8 people, which I think is the minimum to make a starter pack, as soon as I get the hold of 7 more indie developers that I can follow on Blue Sky, I will add you to my own indie developer, RPG Maker, whatever thingy. The thing is, I've been trying to follow people, but people are too cringe. And not to say I'm not in some sense, but people are too cringe and I really don't like. Man, that cake looks delicious, god damn it. I'm gonna get one of those for Christmas. Guys, remind me you're my secretary now, remind me to get some Christmas log for Christmas. As soon as you make a $1 million, yeah, I'm gonna buy Blue Sky when I have $1 million. Assist you when I'm sleeping. Look, I don't want you guys to take this the wrong way, but do you guys ever like see someone say like, "Oh, this movie is the best movie I have ever seen. It's the best masterpiece and my life has been changed by this movie." And then you watch the movie or play the game or whatever you do, right? And it fucking sucks and you wonder how stupid is that person, because it's not even about the preferences and tastes of people, right? To say something is the absolute best of the best and to end up being incredibly overwhelming, you have to wonder how dumb is that person, or like how bad their taste is. Like, do they don't have other things to compare that? Because like something I do when I want to know if something is really good, it's I compare it to other things I know are good and see how it compares in comparison, obviously. I see someone say this thing is great and I lost interest forever. But what if someone says women are great? Or like men are great? Christmas music playing. Okay, the party is over. Everything is done. Everything went okay. Which I'm kind of surprised, but in this movie everything is just working because it's working. I turn gay or asexual, but what if I say being asexual is great? Or asexuality is great? Which I will have to imply it's real to begin with, but yeah. Okay, so the movie progressed and the grandma didn't die. Nothing went wrong with the catering. Everything went great with the art foundation thingy. So nothing bad ever happens, which is good for a change because parents have been dying in these movies left and right. But also, what's the point of the movie? They don't have to overcome anything, right? I turn inside out and I will be really bloody and gory. But what if I say... I mean, understandable. I'm a little bit of a contrarian too. Not to that extent, but I kind of understand that. Usually when people like fawn over something like, oh, this show, it's the best thing ever, everyone has to see it. I wait like 2 or 3 years because people are like that, right? They say like, this is the best thing, this is my life. And like 1 or 2 years later, they forget about it. And when they forget about it, I go and check it out without the bias of the public opinion. And then I decide if it's good or not, right? I did that with Naruto, right? Which is something kind of weird to say, but I did watch Naruto when it was like this global phenomenon and everyone was doing these like whip things, right? And I really dislike it. Wait. I'm gonna continue the Naruto thing in a moment. Okay, it's not that fucking... Oh god, it is! The double triple plot twist, oh my god. The old lady, the rich woman from the movie, fell in love with the butler. And it's like, I want to tell you something. And the butler is like, I hope it's the same thing I want to tell you. And then she says, you're fired. And the guy's like, what? And then she kisses him. And then they get married. She's getting married with the butler. What a lovely story and what unprecedented thing that happened in this movie. Okay, I'm gonna give this movie 1 extra point for that. It's went from the 5 to a 6 because that was an incredibly unnecessary thing to do and I love it. Something like that, but by the time I stopped caring about the public opinion, I totally forgot and moved on from that. It happens. 1 pick, yeah, your 1 extra point for the pick-o-meter. Apparently the relationship between this girl and the other guy didn't work because he has to like visit different parts of the world because he's a photographer. Okay, this guy, it's... Oh, but now they are gonna need the catering for the wedding. Oh yeah, that this movie, it's slightly cooking, like cooking a little bit. That's it. I'm just gonna reload the Blue Sky app, and I'm just gonna follow anyone that is posting slightly anime stuff. I'm just gonna follow random people, and then if I don't like what they post, I'm just gonna follow them. But maybe I'm gonna do that later. I don't have time for that today. The movie, it's almost done. And I'm sad to inform you guys that recently, as of today, my watch time went down instead of up. I don't know if it's gonna be like the last time that it was like a glitch and then it corrected itself. Hopefully it is. But it went down and then we need 100 hours again. At this rate, I don't know if it's possible, even with how much I'm streaming and how much you guys are watching. I don't know if it's gonna be possible to get the 4,000 hours necessary by the end of the year. But I'll do my best. I'll stream as much as I can. I'll play as much in the games as I can. I'll try to do like some special content if possible, right? But aside from working my ass off as I've been doing, I don't think there's anything else I can do. I mean, I could try to promote myself, but I've been doing that and it really doesn't bring any more views to the streams. Scratch that, I lost interest in something I was currently actively playing. Yeah, that happens. Sometimes that just happens. And this guy's gonna break his work relationship with the Isabella girl, his manager. To be a humble guy, that's nice. And this woman, it's taking it like a champ. I mean, it was not a romantic relationship, it was like a work relationship, but it's nice. Thankfully, in Christmas movies, everyone behaves. Actually, that's something I'm kind of afraid that's gonna happen with Days Gone. I feel like someday I'm just gonna log into Days Gone and I'll be like, you know what, I'm done with this game. By the way, talking about Days Gone, I used some of my free time yesterday to play a little bit, and I cleared a couple of those small orts, and I can tell you it's gonna take at least like 6 hours to clear all of them, if everything goes right. So I think I'm gonna be ignoring those, so I can just finish the story of the game. And then maybe after I finish the story of the game, I can just go back and play on my own. So next stream, which should be on Monday, I will be not only streaming 4 hours instead of 3, so I can progress as much as I can, but I'm just gonna be focusing on the main story. And maybe after I finish the main story, we can go to the side stories. But I just wanna make something clear. Whatever happens, I'm gonna finish Days Gone next week. Like, doesn't matter how much do I have to play, I'm gonna finish it next week because I really want to be done with the game. Not that I hate it or anything, but I feel like I just played enough and I want to know what happens at the end of the story. And I really, really, really want to play other games because I have a lot of games from the PlayStation Thingy subscription, and there's a bunch of games I do want to try, and there's a bunch of games I want to play. And if I'm spending from anywhere from 40 to 100 hours into games, how many games can I really play, right? Aside from all the indie games I'm playing. I just want to be a full-time gamer, and I know that's not possible because I don't win any money from this. But I'm just saying I want to try different games. Oh, I think this girl got the brownie recipe right. She got the recipe right. It didn't use walnuts in the recipe, it used hickory nuts. You are marvelous, thank you. And she's ordering a bunch of like fudge for 7 o'clock. That's such a little notice. This is the best Christmas ever. I find it like, maybe it's just me, but I find it slightly disrespectful that this woman is feeding the brownies that her husband used to make. Wait, what was her husband? Or her dad? I don't remember. Yeah, forget it. I'm not gonna say anything. I don't really remember what happened in this movie that much. And the guy from the Bradford brothers want to make a contract with this woman because they're losing clients. I fucking hate that, you know, because there's a bunch of like big businesses that just want to absorb small businesses that are up and coming. And I hate that so much, right? I hate like rich people just want to absorb poor people making it out for their own benefit. Oh my god, this movie was about capitalism. This is the movie that was actually about capitalism. I can't believe it. We found it, guys. The actual capitalism movie. Oh, the grandma is shipping them. The aunt is shipping them. Yeah, playing the matchmaker. Look, I checked and I didn't see a single seagull in this movie. Because it's like winter in the middle of like Maine, or I don't know where they are. Okay, this guy is the new leader of the foundation, so maybe they can stay together. I mean, we know they're gonna get together. That it's a Christmas movie. Yeah. They are gonna kiss at the end of the movie. Man, this movie is running through all its runtime. It's just like 1 minute left. Does this movie has no credits? And she says Merry Christmas, and he says Merry Christmas, and then they kiss. And the camera goes to the sky, probably. Nope, they're still kissing. Still kissing. Still kissing. And these guys love each other very much. And it's over. And exactly 1 minute of credits. It was not as good as the Christmas Night movie, but it's a decent movie. This is a movie you can put like in the background while you're cooking like Christmas cookies or something. It didn't have to do. It didn't have to. Oh, it's a Canadian movie. Maybe that explains why it's not a good movie. It was filmed and produced by Northern Ontario Heritage Foundation, or in French, Société de défense du patrimoine de Northern Ontario. I don't know how to speak French. You know that. But yeah, not as good as a Christmas Night. But I don't think any movie I watch, maybe outside from Christmas Buddies, it's gonna be as good as the Christmas Night. Honestly, very well done movie. Congratulations, Vanessa Hudgens. But it was good. I will definitely could like sort of watch this while I'm playing a game or while I'm doing my daily gacha grind, while I'm cooking something and I don't want to be distracted by an interesting plot. You can watch this movie. But yeah, I think it's a solid 6 just because of that plot twist at the end with the grandma kissing the butler. That was like, what? It was good. So that will be all for today and all for the week. Thank you guys for watching. I will try to... I don't think I will be able to upload an indie game today because I'm really busy right now. But I did upload 2 yesterday, I think. Maybe I'm wrong about that. But anyway, I'm going to try to upload 2 tomorrow if possible, and maybe 2 during Sunday. So we're going to have 1 indie game per every day of December. Don't worry about it. It's going to be 31 games at the end of the month. I do promise that. Maybe it's not 1 daily exactly, but it's going to be 31 games at the end of the month. Plus any streams I manage to do. Next week, we're probably just going to continue with Days Gone. As I mentioned, probably 3 days, and I will try to finish it. I really don't know what else to do next week. Maybe next week I can finish a new game after I finish Days Gone. On Friday, it's the Watchalong as usual. I think maybe I'm gonna make the Watchalong just 1 movie instead of 2, because I feel like 2 movies it's maybe too long and it's not letting me enjoy the movies properly. But the thing about next week is I'm gonna be streaming Saturday and Sunday next week. Probably, I'm not sure about that, because it's the Grand Blue Fest, and with how much Grand Blue Fantasy has been failing, I don't think there's gonna be much Grand Blue Fantasy left for next year. Hopefully I'm probably wrong, but I always wanted to stream the Grand Blue Fest, like to co-stream the Grand Blue Fest. I'm actually not sure if I can do that, so hopefully I don't get copyrighted. I will see. I'm gonna check if other people has like co-streamed the Grand Blue Fest without trouble, and I would like to co-stream it. And it's about 6-7 hours of the Grand Blue Fest, and it's a 2-day fest, so it's gonna be 7 hours on Saturday, 7 hours on Sunday. So again, I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it, but I will see the logistics of it, and hopefully I can do it. And maybe we can play some Nikke next week too, I don't know. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next indie game stream or whatever I decide to do with this channel. If you'd like to support me, you know, watching the videos, liking the videos, it's more than enough. I will see you later.